Welcome back to our series Exploring Christmas. Well, it's the 6th of December today, so let me look in our Advent calendar and see what's on our scroll for the 6th. Okay, well, it's a reference in Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 14. Now, the prophet Isaiah, he was speaking to the people of Israel in the last half of the 8th century BC, so something like 250 years after the time of King David. Well, the verse that's on our scroll today is in a passage where God is speaking through Isaiah to King Ahaz of Judah, and he is the great grandson of King David. Sadly, King Ahaz is nothing like his grandfather. He's an evil king. But in this passage, God is encouraging him to trust in God, to deliver Judah from neighbouring nations that were attacking them. And the Lord invites Ahaz, ask the Lord your God for a sign. So he's encouraging the king to ask for a sign that's evidence that if he puts his faith in God, then God will deliver them and be with his people. But Ahaz won't do that. So the Lord goes on to say the words that we find in today's verse. So Isaiah 7 verse 14. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel. And that word Emmanuel means God with us. Now, there would have been a partial fulfillment of that promise, that prophecy, during the time of Ahaz. But in the New Testament, certainly in Matthew's Gospel, we are told that the ultimate fulfillment of that promise is in the birth of the Messiah, the promised deliverer. He is the one who is going to be the Satan crusher that we were first read the promise about on day 1 from Genesis chapter 3. So we're still following the line of Judah and David. The Satan crusher is descended from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Judah, and the royal line of David. The extraordinary promise that's given there is that the virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and you will call him Emmanuel, God with us. So this is clearly, the ultimate fulfillment of this promise is clearly not an ordinary baby boy. This is going to be an extraordinary baby who is God himself. And that's something pretty unique, isn't it? So it's an amazing promise, but we're going to have to wait a good few years, I think, still, before we see that being fulfilled. So come back tomorrow, we'll explore Christmas a bit more. Thank you.